All right, a few more examples. For number 2, I'm going to pull that caret, so I have 30 square roots of 2, and then drop the root. Reducing, 30 divided by 2 is going to be 15 square roots of 2. Pull the caret, so 4 square root of 21 times the square root of 3. Actually, that's not what I want to do on that one because I can simplify it first. So I'm going to simplify first to make my numbers smaller.
You should wait until you get a full lesson on that and that's what it says.
You just have to practice it, I promise. You haven't done it yet. You're watching, so watch, look. You're watching me, so it looks confusing. But when you start doing it on your own, you're going to see it's not that bad. Okay, watch this example, Tyler. I'm looking at this, and I'm treating it just like a fraction. Okay, I want to start by saying, can I reduce anything? I can go ahead and I can multiply that 21 and that 3 together, but the number's going to be large. And I know that 21 and 3 can be simplified. I can reduce that. So this just becomes 4 square roots of what? What's 21 divided by 3? 7. Okay. Then I'm just looking to see, can I reduce it even more? Square root of 7 doesn't have anything to pull out of it. It doesn't have any factors. It's a prime number. So this is done. All right, for number 6, I have a whole number and I have a square root. So I'm just doing a simple rationalizing the denominator for this. Okay, so the full explanation is that what you're doing is you want to get rid of the square root on the bottom, but what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Okay, it's just like when you were finding a common denominator in elementary. You pick the number you're going to multiply by, and whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So this becomes 24 square roots of 3 over 3. And then can you divide 24 by 3? And the answer is what? 8. So 8 square roots of 3, and you're done. So when I'm telling you to pull the caret, when I'm telling you to pull the caret, I'm skipping writing down this middle step. What is going on? Sorry. Got something weird happening. I'm just skipping writing down this middle step is what I'm doing, okay, when I'm telling you to pull the caret. All I'm saying is to do a shortcut, 24 over the square root of 3. I'm telling you, go ahead and pull that caret and then drop the root number back in the ground. So that is going to be 8 square roots of 3, okay? So all I did was cut out that middle step. But that's the reason that we can do that. That's the reason that it works the way it does. Okay? Does that make sense?
Can you do that one?
Uh-huh. All right, for number 8, treat it like a fraction. Is there anything that I can reduce before I start that's going to make my number smaller?
8.
Yeah, I can divide 8 by 8. So that just cancels each other out, basically, right? It's not the correct math terminology, but that's what happens. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So then I'm going to pull that caret up, and I'm going to drop the root. And then I'm going to multiply. So what is 8 times 5? So square root of 40 over 5. Now I'm just looking to see if I can simplify. So the square root of 40 can be simplified. Like I said, this is what you're learning on the video that I posted for today. So if this is the step that confuses you, you just need to watch that video. But what happens is we take the square root of 40. I'm going to do it down here. You're going to take the square root of 40, and you're looking for 2 things that multiply to give you 40. Any 2, because it's all going to come out at the end to be the same. So I'm going to say 4 times 10. And then 2 numbers that multiply to give me 4 are 2 and 2. And 2 numbers that multiply to give me 10 are 2 and 5. Okay? So this is like, think of it like you're playing Go Fish. This is your hand. Single cards are left in your hand. And any pairs that you can make, you lay down outside your hand. So I have a pair of 2s. I lay that down. And in my hand, I still have a 2 and a 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So this is the simplified form of the square root of 40. If you put them both in your calculator, you'll see that you get the same decimal. It's because they have the same value. Okay? So instead of the square root of 40, I'm going to write 2 square roots of 10 over 5. And this is fully simplified, rationalized denominator, completely done. So we just did multiple skills in one, but all very simple skills. Simplify, 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 simplify. The same thing over and over.
We're gonna test on this tomorrow.
Maybe not. We'll see how y'all do. But once you start doing it, you'll see it's not as bad as you think it is right off the bat. All right, look at number 10, last one. I have the square root of 20 and the square root of 10. Can I reduce that? Yes, 20 divided by 10 is 2. 4 square roots of 2. And you're done. Okay? Oh, look, we have one left we can go ahead and do. All right, 12 and 42 can be simplified to what? Can I divide them both by 3, right? That would be 4 over 14, so I can reduce those more. So let's see. 12 over 42. I'm doing my reducing in my calculator, so I know I get it right. So 2/7. Yeah, it's 6. All right, so the square root of 2 over the square root of 7. Okay, I just used my calculator and treated it like a fraction and put in 12 over 42. Hit enter, got my decimal. Math, enter, gave me the simplified version. Okay, so now I'm rationalizing the denominator. I'm going to pull the caret, drop the root. 7 times 2 is 14, so I have 10 square roots of 14 over 7.